Welcome back to Rimworld. Today we resurrect everyone. Well, we can't really resurrect people, and in fact, I'm not even entirely sure this will bring back Krupp as Krupp. I think what it'll actually do is bring back or clone a sort of half undead Krupp, free of Bonnet's control, but also should still be a zombie. We get into like alien resurrection territory. We're going to create like a zombie hybrid. It's going to be very strange. So we've got the cloning back. We need the brainwave scanning, and then I believe you can only scan and clone people who are alive. You can clone those who are dead, but as it says there, they'll be created with no skill points and random passions, so that wouldn't exactly give us back Donitz. Donitz might just be a case of genuinely waiting until we get a Resurrect Max Serum. Speaking of which, there's a trader, so why don't we take a look at what they've got, just in case they do actually have something that can bring them back to life pretty quickly here. Eagle, where is the closest friggin' trade machine here? It'll do. Apparently we don't even... Wait. Pirate merchant? Wait, like a caravan? No? Am I going fucking crazy? Hang on, history, messages? Pirate merchant, yeah, to be fair, that was a day ago. Okay, never mind, that doesn't matter too much. The next trade ship we get, then we need to make sure don't actually use the comms console. Oh god, we've got so many people just doing nothing as well. My god. Wait, they're all capable of doing everything, we just don't have any jobs. Oh god. I guess we could send them out hunting, that's better than doing nothing, huh? We could have them stone cutting, but that is kind of pointless right now. Hunting, we can at least get bone. Bone we can process into bone china. Now, I was told as well, we can actually process the bone china into plasteel, if I'm not mistaken. So make bone ash 20 bone. I actually don't know how to do this. We won't worry about it too much. Calcium polymer. Yeah, so it's calcium polymer, sorry, that we turn into plasteel. We won't worry about that too much for now. What can we make out of this one? Gem of Arcane Insight. So this gives them with Arcane Spirit, grants them the magically gifted trait. We can make a whole bunch of wizards. We can make a fucking ton of wizards. I didn't realize that you could actually give them the magically gifted trait. That's pretty insane. So, all wizards are automatically added to Bonnet's faction. So, I should really go ahead and give all these guys various ranks. So, obviously, Bonnet is rank 1. We need to go through everybody and decide what rank they would have in the society. So, we've got, of course, a Chronomancer who can literally see forward in time. That's quite powerful. I think the Blood Mage would kind of cinch you, though. If it was definitely down to a fight, and they were allowed to prepare in advance, the Blood Mage would absolutely annihilate the Chronomancer there. And then we've got, what are you? You're an Enchanter, too. I think in order of you know, this particular faction, Crixus would be rank 2, Newt would be rank 3, Amber Namber Pamba would be rank 4. Wait, what were you again? You are an entertainer. Nah, you would definitely be rank 5. And then Rockan would be rank 4. Rockan that I also need to rename there. That's pretty good. Wait, what were you again? You're an enchanter. Now you would be rank 4. I'm happy with that. So what I'm actually going to do, like I said before, we'd actually assign them a rank here. So you're going to be rank 2. You're going to be rank 3, and I said that each faction would only also have 5 members at a time. That's still 25 people, which is a massive colony. That's also probably quite a lot, might even be too many. You are rank 4, and then you are rank 5. In fact, what I should write is I should also specify what faction they are as well, like rank 5 wizard. Otherwise, that's going to get very confusing, or maybe even wizard rank 5, so that we can order it via wizard. Let me just do this very quickly. And the other two are also werewolves, and people have been asking me for quite a while to actually make these go into Moon Fury and Force Transform. It's one day until the next full moon, which I don't believe is tonight, is it? It's full moon imminent. So tomorrow, we'll lock them somewhere. We can send them just to opposing sides of the map. Let them transform. See what bloodlines they get. They can apparently get something called Metis, and Metis is a sort of werewolf that is limited to only one particular bloodline. They can't get access to any of the others, but it is apparently quite powerful as well, so I kind of like to see that one if we get lucky with that. They are both automatically under Donitz's faction. Donitz right now is, of course, in the freezer with a hole in his head, so we do need to, I guess, resurrect Donitz first and foremost. That is definitely our first port of call. Let's build ourselves into production here. Let's build ourselves a clone vat. Now, my idea was build a bunch of these bioreactors. Build the smaller bioreactors. A lot of you point out that these are for large things like elephants and shit. Build a load of bioreactors. Build a vault with all of the master copies. So when we get Krupp back up to full health, when we free him from his undead curse, Eagle can go in a biovat, plug her into the system, and then have a clone of her be the active one, because you can scan the brains and basically make them a direct clone of who they are right now. That way we've always got one in cold storage, so that if the one in the field dies, we just bring the one out of cold storage, clone them again, and then bring them back, if that makes sense. So I think I quite like the idea that we're always playing with clones. We're never risking any of the 5 sort of founders here, despite the fact that we've clearly risked them already, seeing as one's dead and one's a zombie. So what's the plan then? How do we want to go about doing this? Let's stick down a clone vat to start off with and try and bring Donitz back. I'm actually going to put down a couple here, just in case we can bring back Krupp with this. What we might be able to do is clone him, scan his brain, put that into them and give him the stats and the traits. I don't know whether undead would carry over, though. That's the only thing. If obviously the undead trait carries over to the new guy, it would suck, because they wouldn't have that. Oh, look, this time he doesn't have force powers again. This time he doesn't have force powers. What's going on with that? So it seems sometimes he's got it, sometimes he doesn't? Maybe it's after he's used his lightning bolt or so? Maybe he leveled up using his abilities, and that gave him a point. Or maybe it's just when he levels up full stop. Let's force lightning something here. Yeah, there you go. That brings it back. Right, so he does still keep his force alignment there. Cool. So if we could remove the undead trait, I said that we do have the reconditioning pods. We could stick him in a reconditioning pod, the clone. That should both remove its undead health malice and reduce its control, the bonnet has over him there with the undead trait. That would work. I don't see why that wouldn't work. Oh my god, it's more fucking research. God damn it. Okay, reconditioning pod. Let's go for it then. So that's this one. We need to get brainwave scanning, obviously. Well, we need brainwave scanning regardless. Then we need to go for cryptid sleep casket, then reconditioning pod. Fine. Leave them to it. This is all for rebuilding the colony, getting the 5 heads back in charge again. Like I said, we'll stick them in deep storage when we've bought them back. I think my plan is we're going to have to do some legitimate Rimworld science this time to see if there is a way to reverse the influence a necromancer has on someone. So my current plan, and I've sort of adjusted it slightly after thinking about it a little bit, we stick current crop, reanimated might be the best way to phrase it, reanimated crop into a reconditioning pod to remove the undead trait. That might return him back to his regular person, but of course he will still not have his skills. I think unfortunately that's just going to be a case of training him back up. What we'll do then, because the reconditioning pod is only temporary, Bonnet's influence will come back over him eventually. What we'll do after that is just clone him. We'll create a scan of his brain as it is after it's been conditioned. Then we'll make a clone out of that one. That should, in theory, allow us to transfer Krupp's original consciousness to a new clone without any of these side effects, without the undead health malice. It won't have the implants either, so we'll have to remove those and put them into the new clone. But it will be essentially a brain transplant without having to worry about Bonnet's influence or the undead rot or any of the health effects that it's having on him right now. It might work. As long as he's still got that Sith Lord trait, which of course he does. We know all we've got to do is fire off a lightning bolt so he can get back in contact with the Force there. This should work fine. I don't see any reason why this wouldn't work. My only concern with it might be he'll lose all of his Force powers. However, to resurrect him without that undead, that undead control over him, that might be a price worth paying, I think. If we have to level him up from level 1, so be it. It's not, we could just send him out hunting or something, because you can hunt with melee. We could just send him out hunting or something like that, build up his traits, have him fight in the arena against a bunch of people we could just keep resurrecting to train up Krupp and really do a trial by fire. Then he might be the Krupp that we all know and love. As for Donitz is going to be slightly more complicated because we can't actually resurrect his brain because he's fucking dead. The only way we can do that is with the reconstructor. What is it? The mechanite. I forget what they're called. Whatever resurrects him. Bring him back with that. Then we could clone him and keep the original one in a freezer somewhere, like we are now, like in one of these pods. That would work as well. Except there's got to be a better way to do it than waiting for a random trader to just happen to have a resurrect serum. There's got to be a better way. Let me think about that one, because I'm not entirely sure. But the crop is, this is groundbreaking science stuff. This is nothing that's ever been done before in Rimworld, as far as I know, because nobody is stupid enough to throw all these mods together into the same pack and just fucking hope they work. I got lucky. So, let's try it then. This whole episode is going to be the science of resurrecting a Sith Lord. Episode 1. Thank you all for joining me for your first lecture. Maybe now's the time we crumble some undead. We've got high rates of unemployment. People can't do things because we've got all the undead doing everything for us. The undead are OP. We've got full-blown mages now as part of Bonnet's faction. Bonnet essentially has 8 members of his faction. That's too much. That's breaching the laws of this fair land. So I think I'm going to disintegrate them because they're just doing all the jobs. They're way overpowered. They don't require bedrooms. They're always at the highest mood. Don't need to eat and they don't need to sleep. They've also got good skills. Like some of them have 9 construction. Let's fucking disintegrate these things. They are way too overpowered. That's also going to give Bonnet some mana back and allow him to be a bit more dynamic on the battlefield. I haven't got to worry about using Deathbolt too much and all of his people fucking disappearing. Let's get to work. Let's actually do this. So, who is the worst undead? Who deserves to be disintegrated first? I'm honestly thinking my good friend Constance Queef here. You might have queefed your last queef, my friend, because your skills are not... So, this person... I mean, we want the undead to be plants and construction, right? 10 construction, 10 plants. The other one, 8.89, essentially 9 construction, 10 plants. Constance Queef, 9.21 construction, only 5.9 plants. Goodbye. Nice knowing you, my friend. I think we can blast you with the dismiss undead, right? And then they drop all their shit on the floor. Perfect. And then Bonnet will eat the corpse for power. Consume him. That worked out well. Cool. Right, so now hopefully Amber, Namber, Pamber, Rockin, and... Oh my god. Still not enough. Are any of them particularly good at construction? In fact, Rockin, who is going to be renamed, is actually good enough. I'd be happy to get rid of another one of these undead. And I'd rather build up their skills over time, because the undead can't really learn new skills. I mean, Krupp being the prime example, that's why I'm going through so many fucking hoops. Their traits really don't matter. They've all got undead and psychopath. Goodbye, Barry McCockiner. It's nice knowing you. You also have to go, my friend. We can't consume another corpse. Oh, we can now. It's alright. I thought we would have to explode that one. But it has consumed them and taken their power, so it's not all that bad. Our other people will have things to do now as well, which is kind of nice. And we have basically a colony full of actual people, rather than a bunch of fucking undead. You got to remember, the undead also gave a mood debuff to anybody who witnessed an undead. So for our new people who have joined us, the 4 wizards that have joined us, those guys are going to be super upset that they've got a bunch of undead running around doing their jobs, but also the fact that we've got undead running around full stop. Fine. Amber Namber Pamber has nothing to do. Let's just draft an undraft and actually see. It's still got nothing to do. Right, so you need a job then, by the sounds of it. Oh, God, you're garbage. Could have you warden, to be fair. I mean, that would work. Maintain that. You could actually do that. So when you clone, it's a very, very long and expensive process. And if you don't keep it maintained for too long, it will just disappear. And the maintenance is quite... You have to do that quite a lot. Have you hunting, I guess? That could work. In fact, we should probably have everyone fucking hunting. Although, at least the good people, because I don't want them getting shot. Apparently, hunting is a combination of the animals and the shooting skill, which I never knew. It's the average between the two. And it's apparently, from what I was being told over Discord, it's apparently the only skill that can have integers. So that 3.5 there being exactly what I was talking about. Right, okay, what do we want these guys to do? Because unfortunately, Amber Namber Pamber is fucking useless. They're an entertainer, so they're going around cheering people up, which is fine. But unfortunately, there's not a job for that, and I'd rather them be cheering people up and working, if that makes sense, you know, rather than just wasting their time here. Apparently, we can just set them Stonecut that as well. Like, Crix is the same thing, really. You can... I'm just going to put a fucking 4 in everything. You know, if you can do something, you go and do it, my friend. Let me not hold you back. Oh, you know what? A quarry would do the job. What the fuck have we not built a quarry yet? Get rid of this shit. We don't need them to do this. They're garbage of that anyway. Let's build a quarry. Put a goddamn quarry and just put a 4 in that for everybody, because that way if they've really got nothing else to do, they can just be quarrying us resources. Where can we build a quarry? Well, we could build it in here, because this is clearly unquarried stone. Let's go production, let's go mini quarry. Oh, look at that, my god. Oh, because we're under a fucking mountain. I was going to say, we need somewhere where there's lots of stone. Unsurprisingly, mountains tend to be made of stone. Steel is heavier than feathers. Right, let's get rid of that. Pirate Merchant. Is this a new one, or is this the old one? Barry McCockiner and Constance Creefer's died. What a real shame. Eagle, my good friend Eagle, let's go trade with a new Pirate Merchant. Resurrect Mech Serum. You know you want to do it. Come on, you know you want to. Where is it? They don't have any. Okay, don't know what I expected there. Right, Sith Robe's awful. They do have some, but obviously we don't really want that. Doomsday Rocket Launcher, you can fucking have that. Single-use weapons, as far as I'm concerned, never been less interested. Oh, we can sell all these garbage weapons, and that I'm a big, big fan of. Just take it all. My god, it's all garbage. Centenary Launcher kind of has its uses. We'll keep that one. Charge Rifle, garbage. We'll keep the Anesthetic Guns as well. They don't do much DPS, but of course they are very good for capturing prisoners, and they've proven themselves, seeing as we have a whole bunch of prisoners. Minigun. I mean, it's worth £6. It's also $6. It's also good, so it's well, it's good quality, but it's at 17%, so that's trashy. So we'll get rid of that. You know what? A lot of this stuff, I'm very happy just to fucking get rid of a lot of it. My god, free up room in this stockpile. Everybody's got a weapon anyway, so I don't know why I'm so concerned about keeping certain things here. Let's just sell the lot. My god, so many bolt action rifles. We'll keep the top level ones though. So we'll keep, like, I don't know, everything past. I mean, the chain shotgun's pretty good. We'll keep everything past here. Not gonna ever use that flare gun, handheld harpoon launchers. Will I ever use that, my man? Right, that's good. Boom. It's only going to give us 1,000 silver, but it's emptying all that room out of our stockpile. We could have smelted weapons or something, I guess. Migo Mata Fighter Skill. Sorry? What does that even mean? Teaches the fighter class how to dedicate an allotment of stamina to sustain movement rate. Oh, because it's made of... I honestly thought for a second that the mod maker of Rim of Magic and the mod maker of the Call of Cthulhu Rim of Madness mods had joined up and had, like, made this fucking joint mod, which had... Cthulhu specialized spells, but no, it's actually made of, it's a scroll made out of a Migo skin, which is awesome. Migo, not like a friend, but like a, you know, like a Migo outer, you know what I'm getting at. Right, are any of these lightsaber crystals any good? The Firkin crystal, is that the really, really cold one that does cold damage? Or am I getting confused here? That seems good. Why is it so expensive, though? Firkin crystal does... droid damage. Oh, it's got an electrical charge. That's very useful. Don't know if the game really is that clever to take that into account. We've already got those. We could actually sell that. Unless we get someone else who's force sensitive. which point it'd be kind of nice to keep some spare lightsaber crystals around her. Bionic Jewel, we've got Bionic Eye, we obviously want to keep those. Simple Animal Lows, not really interested in that. Not really interested in any of the animal implants, because I cannot be fucked training up animals to do good combat. Right, sell them all this shit. They got 14,000 silver. There are some super expensive items in this mod pack, like I'm talking 15,000 a piece. We want to make as much money possible out of these guys, so that, you know, we can afford those items should they appear. They probably won't, but just in case they do. That's fine. I think that's good. We can sell them ape. We could sell them ape. That's fine. Get it out of my prison. Because what we're going to do, we're going to come up for the components and sacrifice them up to Cthulhu. Although, probably worth... The sum of their parts is probably worth more than them. So, that's fine. You know what? We will slice them up. Druid spell point is we can only use mage spells with generic mages. We don't have a druid. I would love a druid. People have told me that the druid can just straight up resurrect. Maybe that's something we should work on. That's enough. I'm thinking too much in science. I need to get my brain over to magic. Sell all that shit. I don't care. Look at that. Look at this now. So much better. We got a lot of garbage melee weapons. I think I might actually just set them to smelt that. Right, let's build a very quick electric smelter. Right, stick that thing down. We will very quickly then smelt a bunch of weapons. We're not going to use melee weapons. Well, I'm never going to use that, so we'll just trash the lot of them. This is fine. What are you building here? You are building a Bionic's workbench. That seems reasonable. Was that take 3 advanced components? Oof. No, I didn't realize that. We haven't even got a fabricating bench yet, so we'll build that first, just in case we don't have enough for both. Just put that there. That actually fits perfect. Nice. We will have to move these workbenches around a little bit in the future, but it's not such a big deal right now. Thank you, Newt. Very cool. Okay. We can make some hyper OP weapons from this that I'm not going to do this time. Last time we built these things, they are horribly, horribly broken. So these ATST blaster cannons, can we not see the stats on that? I'd really love to see the actual breakdown of this, but unfortunately we can't, to my knowledge. Excuse me, I want to see the DPS. I'll build one, just so I can show it off. The ATST, despite the fact that it's the smaller of the two walkers... Wait, is it ATST or AT-AT? AT-AT is the big one. All-terrain transport, all-terrain something transport, don't remember. Anyway, more to the point, they are hideously broken because they have a really rapid rate of fire. This is literally the gun off of an ATST. You're just putting it in the hands of your colonist. So, of course, it's going to be horribly OP. Those things were designed to rip through buildings and things, not designed to be in the hands of people. It's like Arnie with his minigun in Terminator. That's what we're going for. We're going to build one of those, just so I can show it off, and then we're going to get rid of it, because they are... We would never need to worry about another raid again. We'd never have to worry about defense. We could just gun them down before they even got close. How are we doing with that research, my friend? Brainwave scanning, almost ready. Then we've got our reconditioning pods. Now, like I said, we need to think a bit more magical. I'm going a bit too scientific with this. What do we want? We want the ability to make people into mages randomly. For that, we need scribing. Oh, that's expensive. Good shitting God. Is that going to allow us to make... So we need to be able to write a mage book. Now, there are 2 types of mage book. You can have a mage of a specific thing, write a random book, which when a pawn reads it, they will turn into a random class. Or, you can have a mage of a specific skill, write their specific skill. So you can have a blood mage write a scroll of blood mage that when you give to someone who's magically gifted, they will turn into a blood mage. Or you can roll the dice completely. You might end up with a garbage one, like another entertainer, which we definitely don't need. Or you might end up with a druid, for example, which we definitely do need. So what we want to do is get that research that allows us to write that random sort of dice roll wizard, you know, class generator. I don't know what one that is. It might be Master of Scribing, which is another fucking 3,500 points of research right there. We might have to do it, though. And again, this is another way we can resurrect our pawns, so of course I've got to do it. Our goal right now is to bring back the 2 that have been lost. Fuck it. Put them on the list. I mean, we'll obviously try scribing first off to see if that works, and then we'll get rid of these if not. But we'll need them in the end game anyway. Oh, that's why we're not operating, because of course Donitz is dead. Amber Namba Damba Pamba, whatever your name is. Why can't you need material? We out of medicine again. It do be like that. It do be low medicine. You only have 1 medication left in storage. Okay. What I'm thinking then, I'd love to get... I know I've been saying this for episodes and episodes, but we've got such a power problem right now. I can sacrifice more of the farm, but now we've got less undead and actual human beings who eat food. And obviously Twi'leks as well. Sorry, that was a bit racist. And of course werewolves as well. And wait one day until next full moon. I've got to remember to do that. In fact, I might have missed the last one, but it's not a big deal. We've got plenty of full moons. How do we want to do this then? Do we want to build a couple more wind turbines and not risk going into negative power? Because look now, even now, all of our batteries are almost drained. All we've got that's really draining this amount of power is, like, we've got a lot of workbenches now, to be fair. Turn that one off, because we're not using that for the time being. That doesn't use power. It's a gem workplace. Of course it wouldn't. Turn that off for now, because we're not using that either. The computer, turn that off, even though it gives a nice boost to recreation. Turn that off. Turn off Igor's TV. Igor does not need her own TV when we've got such a power issue. I mean, things like the nutrient paste dispenser, we don't need that anymore. Like, it's not doing anything because the only person who would eat the nutrient paste is incapable of actually getting to the nutrient paste. So we'll turn that off for now. We'll get this rice hall back to the freezer for the time being. New as inspired surgery. If only we had some medication. Way we can do that is find ourselves some heal root, zoom out, basically drag over the whole map. I think this is definitely the easiest way to do it. There we go. So 45, harvest the lot. That way we can at least get potentially 45 medicine. Those might not have been fully grown yet, so don't read too much into that. We might only get something like 20, or, you know, if they botch the harvest or something like that. Might be enough to rip apart 8 and obviously sacrifice them. What god are we going to worship today? I still want to get Igor into a full-blown Cthulhu lady, so we'll go back to having our morning and evening sermons. I don't remember why I turned those off. Deity, Cthulhu, we could, can we sacrifice anyone? We can only sacrifice Ape, unless we want to, you know, resurrect somebody and put them in prison, but that's still super OP. That's fine. We'll rip apart Ape when we've got this medicine, and then Ape, you can go on the chopping block, my friend. Okay, apparently Amanamanaman is not as good. Why the fuck? Oh my god, okay, I thought that was medical. Okay, 11.33. I genuinely thought I'd set someone with 4 medical to be our surgeon then, which is not about something I do. So what I want to do then is probably get that kidney whipped out as soon as possible, because Igor actually does need a new kidney, and just in case you fuck up again and kill them, I'd rather at least get something really useful out of this, rather than just getting a bunch of organs that we could sell or keep in storage or whatever. We are going to get an immediate use out of whipping out this kidney. So work on that as soon as possible. At least we know, hey, we've got some medicine now at least. I do want to grow more, but that's what was sort of the point I was making last time, was that if we shrink, we can't really afford to shrink this down too much, because we've got way more people now that need food. But I will give them a little bit of land to grow some herbal medicine on. So let's go, where is it? Heal root. There we go. Not fantastic. It's not going to be a huge amount, but it will keep us going, especially over the course of a couple of seasons as well. It's still minus 5 degrees. Why have they grown crops when it's minus 5? Of course it's not going to grow, you weird boys. Brawler's mate. Oh, we have a brawler? Oh, Amanamandamba is a brawler. Well, that's kind of annoying, seeing as you're also a freaking wizard. Could give them, like, a magical melee weapon, so you can make, like, thrombo, horn, axes, things like that. Or we can make them an enchanted weapon. That would also work. Man, the cloning vats are 3 advanced components apiece. Thank God I built this thing first, huh? We need more steel. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was building a freaking quarry. I was trying to think, why have we not... What was I doing before I planned all this shit out? Right, so I've also churned out a whole bunch of prison jumpsuits, because those things do actually give a bonus to work speed, though obviously they are jumpsuits, so they're not armored or don't offer much sort of protection against the elements, that type of thing. Elements in this situation being like the weather, not being, you know, literally the elementals that spawn. Right, we want to go for a lovely mini quarry. There we go. We'll stick... Oh, man, we don't even have enough steel to build a mini quarry. Oh, God. Sure, that's a concern. We got any steel sort of adjacent to our base here? Yes, there's a little bit on the... Okay, come and grab it from here then. Right, we just need enough to get this quarry built, and then we don't have to really worry about it for a while. Granted, quarries are incredibly slow. So what I'm going to do then for the time being, forbid that, forbid that, forbid that. Now, these things take advanced components. That's why I want this thing built as soon as possible, so that we can start work on the cloning vats. Oh, hello. Shaman Merchant from the Black Guru. If this is a faction we haven't pissed off. -3, so they've heard about our words and deeds. What in the fuck is that? What is that? You can't just have Satan himself turn up and ignore it like nothing's wrong. What do you mean? Werewolf Sworn. Oh, that's cool. Blends their appearance with the shape of a wolf. I don't know if you've ever seen a wolf, my friend, but last time I checked, wolves don't have gigantic pissing horns. Wow, what are you? That's so weird. Okay, we got full moon approaching very soon, so what we'll do then, we'll send Jeff and Rednax. Jeff, you can go all the way up here, my friend. In fact, go all the way over here. Rednax, you can piss off all the way down here. Then we're going to Moon Fury the both of them and see what we get out of this. That is not a werewolf. That is literally Satan. We've also got a Blood Mage as well. Wait, are these Imperials? The Black Guru. No, they're just wearing Imperial outfits by the looks of it. It looks very similar to Imperials anyway. Right, Jeff, where are you, my friend? Get ready, because you are going to be Moon Fury any second. Please hurry, for the love of God. And where's Rednax? Rednax is almost ready. Boom, Moon Fury. Go. Infection. Ape. Oh, right, the one we're actually experimenting on. Yeah, I remember that now. Is it too late? Have I left it too long for them to Moon Fury? Maybe so. Maybe that's true. Okay, never mind then. Sorry, forget I ever suggested anything. Okay, so there we go. Okay, Rednax is... What are you? What is that? What they both look like they're just regular old werewolves, huh? Hispo. Right, okay, you're a Hispo. You're a Hispo. Neither of which are Metis then. So Metis was the one that was... Oh my god, you're also a magically gifted werewolf. I forgot about that. Metis was the one that I was somewhat concerned about, because that's the one where they can only transform into basically just like a war form. What are you doing? You're going to attack those trading caravans. You're going to get yourself fucking shot. Oh god, and the enemy caravan entirely consists of werewolves. They are going to fuck you up. That's a lot of werewolves. Oh, they've been immediately transformed into... What? They've immediately been turned into a headless beast, and now they're being ripped apart by polar bears. Well, that's fucking life, wouldn't you know it? My god. Also, why are they still bleeding? Jeff, you're right. Bleeding out in 2 hours. I don't know what to really do about you there. You seem to be a little bit fucked. What's Redneck trying to knock down a wall? So, Redneck survived their werewolf transformation. Jeff, though... Jeff seems to be dead. Jeff, I think there's nothing really left worth saving there, huh? We'll get Bonnet over here, can at least try and heal them, and they can't... I should phrase it as Bonnet can't heal them. Bonnet can stop them dying so quickly. We'll need to then put down a sleeping spot and get our only doctor over here. So that's Rockan? Amber Namber Pamber. Yeah, I remember. Don't worry, I remember these things. Right, and then we also want to put down a sleeping spot. We need a werewolf. We need to bring back that werewolf containment chamber. Don't think it'd be necessary anymore. Bonnet, please run. Amber Namber Pamber, please also run. How you doing? Bleeding out 4 hours. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, it's all scratches. Oh, they have lost a leg, though. That's the one thing we will have to tend. Everything else, it doesn't really matter. Right, rescue. No. What are you doing? Oh, because we've got places for them to be rescued to. That's very annoying. Where are you putting them exactly? In here. No, these aren't medical. You're confusing it with something else. Don't worry about it. Right, go back to Jeff. Drop them on the floor. Rescue them. There we go. Right, that's what we're after. Then we say doctor care. Untick that. Rescue. Okay, so we should probably get Bonnet over here to deal with the scratches and whatnot. I mean, when Bonnet gets here, Bonnet can, tend to them whether or not they are, whether or not they've already been tended to by a doctor, if that makes sense. You can drop some magic on them. There we go. That was the important one. You might be okay. You might be okay. And there we go. We've got ourselves 2 more Hispo werewolves, which is kind of garbage. But hey, when Donitz wakes up, he's at least going to have some friends. And they're very bad werewolves. We might have to let them werewolf Fury for quite some time. But like a massive padded room. Might even need multiple versions of it now, which is kind of a shame. Right, between you two, this is going to take no time at all. I mean, Bonnet's healing abilities are absurd. They're absolutely insane. Now, you can't move because you're missing a leg, right? Or can you move when you're missing a leg? Apparently not. Just go and rescue Jeff. Good work. Nothing to worry about then. Oh, except for that Quincana that's apparently hunting us. What the fuck is that? Oh. Oh, that's a big old beastie. That is a big old fucking beastie. That's just a gigantic crocodile. Who's capable of fighting a gigantic crocodile on Vince Telltale? None of them. Absolutely none of them. We could send in Krupp. I mean, Krupp's still got them lightsaber skills. Okay, let's see if this works. You can redeem yourself for the other whatever happened against the Caliciotheriums. Come and redeem yourself, my friend. Lightsaber online. Kill him dead. Prove to us that you are not as useless as I thought you might have been after last episode. Come on. Let's see this. Here we go. Boom. Giant crocodile versus undead Sith Lord soon to be... Oh, look, he's still got it. He's still got it there somewhere. Finish him off. Good work, my friend. That's going to feed us for at least a few days. Alright, smelt weapon, smelt metal from slag, do forever, do forever. Right, that's good because unfortunately they did waste a little bit of the steel I was asking them to mine on this, but to be honest, that's going to give us so much more steel. Doesn't really matter, does it? Right, so smelting, I'm going to put a 4 in that for everybody because apparently any fucker can do that. In fact, I might even get you to dedicate yourself to it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. In fact, I'm going to have you do that more than doing basically everything else because you are incapable of doing a lot of shit. In fact, so is Bonnet. Maybe we should get Bonnet to do it, because this guy's at least better than doing a lot of stuff than Bonnet is. Sure, that's okay. There you go. That works fine by me. Bonnet, you've actually got yourself a job. That means the other guy will take over whatever the job Bonnet was doing before. This is fine. There's nothing to worry about. Right, Bonnet, get him home, and then we'll see how much steel we can get out of this, and we can start working on this quarry. Then we never really have to worry about resource. Oh, it's already done. Shit, you beat me to it. Alright, so the whole resource problem that we were having there, not such a big deal. I will point out, I haven't tweaked the quarry mod yet, so in between episodes, I'll make sure that's set up decently. The quarry can give a kind of a crazy amount of components, which I don't really like. And it also tends to give a crazy amount of resources full stop, so I'm going to balance this so it's a bit more reasonable. Might be the best way to phrase it, otherwise it's kind of insane. What I'll do then is I'll combine apparel and... I mean, we'll combine apparel and this stockpile, whatever the fuck it is. let's say, where is it? Apparel. There we go. Right, we'll remove this one. Get all this shithole as soon as possible. Just get it to where it should be. Right, and then we'll copy raw resources, which I believe is this one anyway, right? Nope, it is this one. Okay, so we'll create a new stockpile around the quarry. That way they don't have to immediately haul it. So that's going to save us a little bit of time there, rather than pissing around spending ages. Plus, they can also grab the raw resources from here if they need steel to craft something. Walk straight through the doors. It's right there on the floor. In fact, we'll have these held open. There's no reason to shut them besides, you know, heat loss, which isn't such a big deal. I need auto doors. Bone doors, I never actually checked if they were as slow as, like, stone doors, which are very, very slow. Might have been hindering all of our pawns without realizing it. Right, let's do that. Let's see if that works kind of as intended here. So, who is our quarry master? It was kind of the new guys with garbage. Well, we'll just have them do it as their background job. I don't really want to dedicate people to working in the quarry because it's a shitty job. It drives them kind of insane. Holy shit, as if Ape survived those crazy amount of surgeries we put the poor guy through. Look at how many failed, though. Bearing in mind, we told him to cut off almost everything. They've only been able to cut off the ear and a lung and a spine. So almost every operation fucking failed. Oh my god. Don't bother with the jaw. Okay, just try and get the important stuff. Let's try and grab that right kidney again. Let's try and grab, I mean, an arm or a leg, because we are apparently missing a leg now. So whap off the legs and arms. Don't worry about the eyeballs or the teeth or any of that shit. They've got to heal up now. That's kind of annoying. Don't worry about the eyeballs or the ears or the nose or anything. That's not important. Just get the literal replacement organs that could potentially save someone's life. Fuck the rest. Alright, that'll do it. What is make lion heart? An artificial heart with an adrenaline injector and adaptive combat system for slow motion effects. Created by tech shamans on Herbworld, its case must be made by a weapon of the precursors. Carries the ancient spirit of... What? What does that mean? 1 longsword, 500 gold, and 5 advanced components. Sure. Okay, that sounds useful. I don't know what it does, so I'm not going to build one. Make zoom. An enhanced artificial eye with its biogel nerve link, internal signal preprocessor, self-repair module, blah, 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 blah. Better than a biological eye in almost every way. Cool. That also sounds very useful. What we're going to do, though, is just make some fucking advanced components. Do it until we've got X, and we'll keep, oh, man, we've got fucking 18 in storage. We get 18, oh, right there. Why did we get 18 advanced components? I would only ever have made 10 at a time anyway. Wow. Okay. That's pretty ridiculous, huh? Never mind, then. I was going to say, well, hey, there we go, working in the quarry. Definitely no lack of jobs here and now. Wow, that's insane. I didn't realize that was a thing. So one thing you can also do with quarries to kind of scum it up a little bit. These things have an absurd amount of, like, ugliness to them. Minus 2.4 for working in quarry. It's also very dark, so I should light it up also. What you can do is tile underneath it to get that slight beauty bonus. It's a little ridiculous and kind of scummy, but it also works, so we'll go for that. Let's build some lights around this. They are not working in the dark, otherwise they'll get hit by that. Real low work speed. In fact, that applies to this entire friggin' room, which I've only just realized is basically in pitch black darkness. Let's build a couple of standing lamps, because unfortunately we can't... What is this? It's random limestone? I suppose we could put a light on that, but I feel like it would destroy it. Let's build a couple of standing lamps then around their actual workstations. They're not completely working in this. It's very industrial. I'll be honest with you. It's got a very industrial feel to this room. It's a little bit macabre, though, isn't it? It's going to absolutely drive them mad in here. There we go, working like a charm. We've gone from minus 2.3 to 0.9, so that's going to keep them happier working in the quarry for longer. So we could actually set quarry to be a higher job now, and it wouldn't cause... That's kind of meant to be the drawback with the quarry, is the mental break risk associated with it. Oh god, the power outages. Right, turn off the fabrication bench. It's only 250 watts, but that genuinely could make the difference between whether or not this place stays online or not. What else we got that we don't need? All these fucking coolers could be turned off as well, so get rid of that one. All these are turned off. Oh, God, okay. Yeah, we're not doing too well with the power thing. Right, turn that off. We don't need this many, communications beacons. We need at least one turned on, I guess. Keep this one on then for the time being. Too many lights? I mean, you could argue that we've got a lot of friggin' lights. Although it's still, like, the base is still very dark even without that. Man, we gotta solve this. I mean, I wish I hadn't spent so much time and effort going into this. We're so close to being done with this. We might as well just stick with it, if that makes sense, and stick down some other temporary power sources. Could we, like, chem fuel generators? Do we not have a bunch of chem fuel lying around? We have a bunch of chem fuel lying around. Jesus. 100 steel wouldn't take too long. To be honest, 100 steel won't take much time at all. I'll put it down here so it's also out the way, so I don't have to sort of pay attention to this kind of horrendous generator. Wood-fired generator could also work, but that would require going out, obviously. How much wood do we have? 1,857. Not too bad. I'm going to put down another wind turbine. Have we got room for one behind this one? Because that could work. Not quite. Not quite. That's a real shame. What if we put it this way around? Still definitely no. Put it like that. Oh, it's almost there, isn't it? Fuck. I don't think we've even got room to put down another wind turbine, to be completely frank. No, we definitely do not. Alright then, that's a real shame. More solar panels? I hate to do it, but I feel like I almost haven't got a choice here, otherwise the base is going to be in complete pitch black darkness. Let's build some this side so they've got a pathway. Did you seriously move that entire growing zone? Remove my entire fucking growing zone. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. It's nothing to worry about. It's just a minor setback there. Fucking growing zones in Rimworld. They're the worst thing. Thank you. Good lord. All right. So we got 3 down there for the walkway. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how that's gone. Excuse me. I need a cable, if you don't mind. Connect those up. That might be enough to just get... We're staying just above what we need anyway. So these 3 extra panels should give us just a little oomph we need. We'll leave this one here for today. What I will do is I'll blitz as much time through possible tomorrow, assuming no big raids, no big incidents happen, anything like that, so that we can immediately start with the Resurrection program. We can immediately start running the numbers, seeing if there's a good way to bring back Krupp and Donitz. Maybe even start working on the scribing stuff, because almost all of the science stuff is done. We'll try and get all of this done, because we're playing on Phoebe Chillax, so the chance of an instance happening is very low anyway. We might be able to dive straight in and get this shit dealt with. My god, I'm gonna be glad to see Krupp and Donitz back in the flesh, because I'm missing these guys. The factions need their leaders, and my god, is this chaos right now. True chaos and pandemonium. A big shout out to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sedini, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Donald, Fakuna Vasquez, Floppernutter, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrofelon, Palvis Presley, Skaz, Shayuch Sinclair, Sir Thor the Swede, Stannis the Manis, The Forsaken One, Toby Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kennel, and Baku's Backers for making this series possible in the first place. Big shout out to these guys. Thank you. Without which, you would not be here. We would not be here. None of us would be here. Oh god, the world is ending. And a thank you as well to Astro, Adam Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Ben Trope, Betimus Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunk227, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, GDWK Run, Genji Circa, Grey, Haj Damar, Hancock, Icy the Grey, Irish, Israel, J. Lara, James Barnes, Jason, Jose, Joran DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plot, Justin Walters, Lemon Stark, Lasme, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Summit, Panther Pearl, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wolfie, Yorker, Zach Bella, and Zico 2. My god, everything's on fire. See you guys tomorrow for some more Rimworld, where we're going to actually resurrect these guys for once.